Asha Degree is an American child who disappeared under mysterious circumstances in 2000. On the night of her disappearance, she went to bed around 8 p.m. on February 13th. Around 2:30 a.m. on February 14th, her father checked on her and her brother, and they were both asleep. Between 3:30 and 4 a.m., Asha left her home for unknown reasons. Witnesses reported seeing a young girl matching her description walking along North Carolina Highway 18, about a mile from her home, around this time. Despite the cold and rainy weather, she was reportedly wearing a long-sleeve white t-shirt, white pants, and sneakers. After discovering her missing, her parents contacted the police, and an extensive search was launched. The next day, searchers found Asha's hair bow, candy wrappers, a pencil, and other personal items in a shed along the highway where she was last seen. In August 2001, over a year after her disappearance, Asha's backpack was discovered buried along a construction site off Highway 18 in Burke County, about 26 miles from her home. The backpack contained several of her personal items, but no further clues to her whereabouts. Runaway theory. Initially, some speculated that Asha might have run away, but this theory is considered unlikely given her age and the circumstances. Abduction. Another theory is that Asha was abducted, either by someone she knew or by a stranger. The discovery of her backpack in a different location suggests she may have been taken by someone. Unknown motive. The reasons why Asha left her home in the middle of the night remain unclear. Investigators have considered the possibility of her being lured out of her home by someone she trusted. As of now, Asha Degree remains missing. The FBI, local law enforcement, and other agencies continue to investigate her disappearance. In 2015, the FBI announced a reward for information leading to her whereabouts, and in 2020, they released new photos of items found in her backpack in an effort to generate new leads. The disappearance of Asha Degree remains one of the most perplexing missing persons cases in the United States. Brian Shaffer was a second-year medical student who vanished in 2006. On the night of March 31, 2006, Brian went out to celebrate the beginning of spring break with friends. He and his friend, William Clint Florence, visited several bars in the Arena district of Columbus. They ended up at the Ugly Tuna Saloona, a bar near OSU's campus. Surveillance footage showed Brian entering the bar around 1:15 a.m. on April 1st. He was last seen on CCTV at 1:55 a.m. talking briefly with two women just outside the bar and then re-entering. He was not seen on any footage leaving the bar, and his whereabouts after this point remain unknown. After Brian failed to meet his girlfriend for a planned trip to Miami and did not contact anyone, his family and friends grew concerned. Police were notified, and an extensive search was launched. The bar was equipped with multiple security cameras, none of which captured Brian leaving. This anomaly has led to significant speculation and confusion, as it appears he vanished within the bar. Searches of the bar, surrounding area, nearby buildings, and the Olentangy River yielded no clues. Flyers and media coverage were extensive, but no solid leads emerged. Accidental death. Some theories suggest Brian might have met with an accident or fallen into an area that was overlooked during searches. Foul play. There is speculation that he might have been a victim of foul play, possibly abducted or killed, and his body disposed of in a way that prevented discovery. Voluntary disappearance. Another theory is that Brian chose to disappear voluntarily due to stress from his mother's death and pressures of medical school. Brian Shaffer remains missing, and his case is still open. Despite various tips and potential sightings over the years, no definitive evidence has been found to explain his disappearance. The case continues to be actively discussed in true crime communities and by amateur sleuths, who often speculate on various aspects of the mystery. Juan Pedro Martínez Gómez is a Spanish child who disappeared in 1986. Juan Pedro was traveling with his parents, Andrés Martínez and Carmen Gómez, in their truck. They were transporting sulfuric acid from Cartagena to Bilbao. Around 6 a.m., the truck crashed in the Somosierra Pass in the Sierra de Guadarrama, north of Madrid. The truck overturned and spilled its cargo of sulfuric acid. Emergency services arrived at the scene and found the bodies of Andrés Martínez and Carmen Gómez, but there was no sign of Juan Pedro. Due to the hazardous nature of the sulfuric acid spill, the area was dangerous and chaotic during the initial response. Despite thorough searches of the crash site and surrounding areas, no trace of Juan Pedro was found. There was no evidence that he had been ejected from the vehicle or that he had left the scene on foot. Kidnapping. One of the prevailing theories is that Juan Pedro was kidnapped either immediately before or after the crash. Witnesses reported seeing a white van near the scene shortly after the accident, which led to speculation that someone might have taken him. Accidental death. Another theory is that Juan Pedro may have been dissolved by the sulfuric acid, but experts argue that complete dissolution of a body in such a short time frame is highly unlikely. Foul play. There are also suggestions that the crash may have been staged or that foul play was involved before the accident. Several witnesses came forward with varying and sometimes contradictory accounts, including sightings of a boy matching Juan Pedro's description in different parts of Spain. However, none of these leads were substantiated. Spanish police conducted extensive investigations, but no concrete evidence or leads emerged. The case has remained open for decades, and Juan Pedro's disappearance remains unsolved. The case has received significant media attention in Spain over the years, with numerous television programs, articles, and books dedicated to unraveling the mystery. As of now, Juan Pedro Martínez Gómez remains missing. The lack of evidence and the bizarre nature of the case have made it one of Spain's most enduring mysteries. Lars Mittank is a German national who gained widespread attention due to his mysterious disappearance in 2014. On July 6, 2014, he got into a physical altercation, allegedly with fans of a rival football team, and suffered a ruptured eardrum. Due to this injury, he was advised by a doctor not to fly back to Germany immediately and was prescribed an antibiotic, cefprozil. After his friends left on July 7, 2014, Lars stayed in Bulgaria alone. He checked into the Hotel Color in Varna. During his stay, he exhibited paranoid behavior, contacting his mother and claiming that he was being followed by 4 men hired to kill him. He also expressed fear of being poisoned and refused to take his prescribed medication. Lars checked out of the hotel and took a taxi to Varna Airport. He visited the airport's medical office but left abruptly. Security footage showed him running out of the airport in apparent distress. He left behind his luggage, phone, and other belongings. Lars was last seen on CCTV footage scaling a fence at the airport and running into a nearby sunflower field. Despite extensive searches, there have been no confirmed sightings or clues to his whereabouts since then. Medical condition. Some speculate that his behavior could have been influenced by a reaction to the antibiotics or an underlying mental health condition exacerbated by his injury. Foul play. Others theorize that he may have been involved in some form of foul play, either due to the initial altercation or other unknown reasons. Voluntary disappearance. Another theory suggests that he may have chosen to disappear voluntarily due to psychological distress or fear for his safety. As of now, Lars Mittank remains missing. Hey guys! Thank you for watching until the end of this video. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe to Chill Narrate.